So, I haven't been here in a while, I know. I don't think of ideas that often for my videos, but today I did. Today we're going to be talking about different types of pacifiers that you can buy from the store, like Walmart. That's where I bought all my pacifiers. I don't have every single like different type of pacifier, but I have a pretty good majority here. So we're going to talk about different types of pacifiers that you can buy at Walmart or probably in other stores too to see what type of pacifier you would want to have when you are able to buy one, or if you're looking to buy one. We're going to start off with this little one right here. So obviously this is a glow-in-the-dark pacifier. You can tell by the way the little, what would you call it, centerpiece is made. So we're going to take a look at the little nipple here. Now I can't remember what like month it's supposed to be for the nipple, but all nipples are going to be different. This one is like an oval shape. So if, like, for example, I put it in my mouth right now, I can hold it with my teeth, okay? And that might bother some people because some people like it on their tongue. This one, for me, does not really touch my tongue that much. The smaller the nipple is, depending on what circular size it is, it might not go to your tongue if you like that comfort. But it is really small. See? I don't use this one that often unless I'm like on the go because it's really tiny. You see? It's tiny. It's useful. So there's that one. Here's this one, which is not a glow-in-the-dark one. And as you can see, this nipple from this nipple, this one is fatter and this one is skinnier. So this one is obviously meant for, oh, actually, it's a good thing. This one tells me on the nipple here, this one's for 0 to 6 months. I don't think you can see that on the way my camera is, but it says 0 to 6 months. So this one's obviously for little babies. I love this one because I love fawns, and I saw it and I'm like, I absolutely have to have it. Do I use this one on daily? No, because the nipple is very, very small. But I added it to my collection because, like I said, I love fawns. They are my favorite animal, as you can tell. So if I put this one in my mouth, it is so tiny. Like, it is kind of hard for me to grasp it because it's so tiny. Okay. I'm not trying to be gross. I'm just trying to show you. I'm sorry. But yeah, this one, like I said, is really small. You might not like it as a pacifier that you would use daily because of how small the nipple is. So if you're not really into collecting things like that, then I wouldn't recommend this one because this one would probably hurt your mouth very quickly because of how small the nipple is. Next one, I have my little pacifier clip I got off of Amazon because this is the one that I use the most out of every single one that I have. That's why I have my little paci clip on it. This one is, as you can clearly tell, well loved. I use this one a whole lot. I love the way the nipple is. Some pacifiers, the nipple does deflate. It's never happened to me because I don't use mine to the extent of popping it. But anyway, this one's really large in the size of the back, so it wouldn't hurt your mouth on the outside. On the inside, this does reach my tongue, which is very helpful for me. It's very soothing. Obviously, if you're looking for a paci clip, or if you're like, why do I need a paci clip? So if you don't want to hold your pacifier, you don't want to put it down and get it dirty, paci clips are helpful for that. You can just clip it on. This one clips on. I think most of them clip on. Clips onto your shirt. and then you can just leave it hanging and it'll just it'll just be there. I love it though. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to attach a pacifier clip to the pacifier, but I just like wove it around twice, as you can kind of see here. Wove it around twice and then put it on there, and it just stays on there. I think some people put it like on this part here, or maybe on the holes here. I don't know. That's just the way that I've done it. And I know it is a fox, but it's so cute. The next one we're going to look at is a deco paci, which you basically could find from any pacifier store. They kind of use the same mold here, though there are different generations of deco pacis or adult pacifiers that don't look like this. You'll see what I mean if you look it up. So obviously, with special adult pacifiers, the nipple is adjusted and made for your adult size mouth, so it's not going to be obviously this tiny. I love using this, but I don't use it that much because I am afraid that it'll break, crack, or I might swallow like a piece like this, you know. I always like to keep my deco pacifiers locked in my box that I have. I keep all of them in. I recommend, if you're going to buy a deco pacifier and use it, to be careful, because it might break. You might not have super glue or the creative skill to fix it, and so that's why I don't use mines. Like, I might take pictures with it, but then I'll just put it away. But some people, they love regressing with these things, and they are quite beautiful. There are some deco pass shops that make beautiful pacifiers. But this one, I've noticed online a lot that in some cases the pacifier teat will deflate and then it'll be flat like this. That's kind of happens when you chew at it or you pull at it with your mouth. They also fill the teat. This one's not filled, but some people like to fill the teat with things. So it's like a shaker. When you shake it, the things move around. I wouldn't have a pacifier like that because I would be afraid that if the nipple came off, that I would eat that stuff and be like, ugh, you know? But it's not for everybody. This one is the worst one that I have. This is silicone. I don't know if you could hear it, but it is bendy, flimsy. I don't like it. I never ever recommend this to anybody, and I'm so thankful I only have 2 of them because they came in a 2-pack. I don't use them. Yeah, well, for my autisticness, I love to squeeze it. I love the texture on my skin and my mouth. No. The nipple's very small, just like this one. It's just elevated. But I don't recommend it. It tastes disgusting, in my opinion. In my opinion, it tastes disgusting in your mouth. Wouldn't recommend these. They're probably useful for an infant. I wouldn't know for what because I don't have a child of my own. But I don't recommend these ones. This one you can have at Amazon. I bought mine off of Amazon because I wanted a beige one. Because I used to be a beige baby for a very long time online before I stopped. This one I love because it has the little, I think they're called raspberries. The little texture, little bumps on here. I love using them. I love the little design it has and the little hook here. But this one is amazing and great for people who like to chew on things. Or like who chew at your gums. It'll help you because you can chew on this. I've never experienced them breaking. I haven't seen anybody have theirs break. So I would assume that it's pretty durable for you to chew on for a very long time. But I love this one for like a sensory experience because I wouldn't want to break a teeth like this, you know. I absolutely love using this one. And the final one that I have was the very first pacifier I ever bought. This one has the glow in the dark part here instead of on the centerpiece. And this nipple is the biggest one that you can have in a retail store that I've personally seen. This is a nipple for like 12 months, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's just the biggest one that you can find in a store. And I love how it's flat, it's elevated. The elevated part is a big deal. And you'll see what I mean when it's like, when you use it. Like for this one, like I said, it goes on my teeth, doesn't really touch my tongue. This one does, and this one fits perfectly in my mouth. When I use the pacifier, I love it. I'm not trying to be like weird about the way I say things. I apologize if it's coming off that way. But I love this one. I totally recommend this one when you are shopping for pacifiers, especially your first pacifier for you. Recommend this one. I recommend the biggest nipple size you could possibly find on a pacifier and not the smallest one, because the smallest one will cause issues. And obviously, don't use a pacifier for too long because it can mess up the way your teeth are. Hasn't happened to me, but I've heard that from other people online that it can. So for that, you would want to probably use an adult pacifier because it is made for people with bigger mouths, not for little infants. So that's my opinion, and those are my thoughts on all the pacifiers. The only pacifier that I don't have with me is one of the ones that has like the longer nipple that can actually go to the back of your tongue. I don't have those ones. They're circular ones, so they're not built like this in like a boxy frame. They're built like that. They're circular, and then it goes like that. That's what they look like. You know what I mean if you've seen them. I don't have one of those because I like the feeling of this part against my lips instead of having a circular thing, you know, with the teeth. That's what I prefer. But everybody's different. So I really hope this was helpful. You can leave me in the comments below if it was helpful. And I hope you have a beautiful and wonderful rest of your day. I love you.